I tell you what I love, 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 and I bet you all love it too. Do you love the snooze button? I love the snooze button, because I tell you what I need after 8 hours sleep. A nap. The first guy that persuaded a blind person they needed sunglasses. He must have been a hell of a salesman. Canadian people, that's you, Canadian people are at least 1 inch taller than you were 20 years ago. And that's because 20 years ago, you were all children. When I was a kid, I wanted to get a tattoo, but my parents said I had to get it somewhere that didn't matter. So I had it done in Alberta. Are there people in from Alberta? It doesn't matter. I got into an argument. I said women have a lower pain threshold than men. She said, try childbirth. I said, I have. How do you think I got here? Women ask weird questions. Well, the women in my life have always asked weird questions. My girlfriend said to me recently, she said, which of my friends do you think is prettiest? Well, that's what she said. What I heard was, I fancy a fight. I don't know much about women, but I know there is no correct answer to that question. There's nothing I can say that she'll go, good, just wondered. I thought there's going to be trouble, so I might as well have fun. So when she asked me, which of my friends do you think is prettiest, I said, well, Karen is pretty, but Susan does that thing with her tongue. I thought it would be romantic. I mean, this is typical me, Montreal. I thought it would be romantic to take my girlfriend back to where we first met. But she said, don't make me go back there, Mr. Jimmy. I'll cook, I'll clean, I'll be better. Do you know we produce 48% more carbon emissions than we used to in the 1970s? But that figure could be halved if you just divided it by 2. Flooding. Flooding's pretty bad. I saw a woman on the news in a flooded front room crying. I thought, crying's not helping. If anything, you're making matters ever so slightly worse. A charity campaigner came up to me in the street. He said, can I have a word about the homeless? I said, certainly. Lazy. I've actually got involved in a charity recently. It's not really what the show is about, but I've got involved in this little charity, and I just think it's just a cool idea. It's only a small thing, but I was going to briefly, just 20 seconds of your time. It's not really what the show is about, but I'll just tell you what we're doing, and if you think it's a cool idea, Montreal, you could just Google it. You could just have a look, and you know, and maybe get involved, maybe make a donation, and if not, you can just forget about it. It's not important to the show. What we're doing is we're taking obese children, and we're sending them to the rainforest. I don't mind you tittering, because we're already seeing incredible results. And if you want to be part of that, it's feedthetigers.com. If you're scared of pedophiles, grow up. The best way to get a girl's attention is to compliment her. As in, wow, you're a fast runner, you nearly got away. Backseat drivers, they're all the same. Why are we going into the woods? Please let me go. Madonna. Madonna is 50, but she's got the body of a man half that age. My grandmother used to make me a sweater every Christmas. My grandmother would knit me a sweater every Christmas. Did anyone else have that? She used to knit me a sweater and go, much better than the ones in the shops. No. No, it isn't. I remember one year she made me this burgundy monstrosity, sleeves way too long, and in the front she'd embroidered "Blacks Go Home." I said, I'm not wearing that. It's burgundy. I saw the chief of the New York City Police on the news. He said, "We will never forget 9/11. I thought, "I hope not, it's your phone number." I write these jokes, I think they're funny, I think some of you think they're funny, but these jokes aren't who I am as a person. I don't define myself by these jokes. In the real world, I'm quite a generous kind of a guy. Sorry, I realise I sound like a fool when I say that, but I'm quite a generous kind of a guy. Last year I donated a kidney. Of course, they wanted to know where I got it from. That's now be Jimmy Carr. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers.